Hey, what's up, everybody? And more news that I don't really care about, but it's news and it's kind of funny. I mean, Sasha Obama, 19, raps the N-word as she lip syncs to a profanity-filled song in viral TikTok video that was deleted as soon as fans recognized the former first daughter. Now, I know what you want. I know you want me to rap that song. I know you want to hear me say the N-word, the B-word. We'll see what other words they got in there. Maybe I'll rap it with her. We'll see. I say that I don't care about it, even though it's funny, but I'm saying I don't care because it doesn't mean anything to me. It's not surprising. It doesn't bother me in any way. It doesn't shock me, because if you remember back to Obama talking that smack when that loser Trevor got himself killed. Trevor. What's up, Trevor? Remember what he was talking about. Oh, if I had a son. I almost was taken in by Obama in 2008. I was a Democrat up until that point, getting close to the election, and some things happened that kind of changed my mind, some personality defects within him that I noticed that caused me not to vote blue and kind of break that chain and just shift away from politics in general for the longest time. But I was a Democrat. I was raised that way. I was raised in a blue city capital in a blue state by blue parents. So for him to say that, and then for his daughter to later do this, doesn't surprise me whatsoever. And it's not a big deal. I mean, she's a college kid, going to school, away from home, not surprising, not a big deal. But some people, of course, are going to make a big deal out of it just because of the stature of the individual involved. This was a meme I came across when I was looking for the old Trevor meme. If Obama had a son, I bet he'd look like this. You would think that he would look like that, because my feeling about Obama was he was always fake. To borrow from a former infamous football athlete, I always thought Obama was a slickster. I thought he was a fraud. I thought he was somebody that put on a face in public but would be totally different behind the scenes, that he isn't really the man that he pretends to be. So you would think that given the pedigree, the public face, that this would be an Obama son, but now we know if he had a daughter, which he has two, that they wouldn't resemble this young man here whatsoever. Former first daughter, Sasha Obama, has been filmed rapping the N-word while lip-syncing to a profanity-filled song in a viral TikTok video. In the clip, the 19-year-old sophomore at the University of Michigan can be seen animatedly lip-syncing to the lyrics to Moneybagg Yo Crude's song, Said Some, which also features the rap duo City Girls, alongside an unnamed friend. Now, when I hear these bands or these artists, rappers, these lyrics, I'm not going to have any clue who they are. So if you do, then hey, that's all you, but I have no clue what any of this stuff's all about. Originally uploaded by TikTok user Cake That's MG, the video was swiftly deleted from the platform when people started to recognize Barack and Michelle Obama's youngest daughter. But that didn't stop fans from reposting it on Twitter. Based on what we've heard from Mitch, when she said that when he was elected, that was the first time that she was proud of her country. You remember that? I'm not remembering that wrong, am I?
Let me tell you something. For the first time in my adult lifetime, I'm really proud of my country. And not just because Barack has done well, but because I think people are hungry for change.
And the stuff she talked about, I believe it was during the Democratic National Convention, or it might have been shortly thereafter, where she said that based on the election results, that in essence, if it doesn't go their way, that things are only going to get worse. Kind of like a threat, in a way. So it's not surprising to me, as I said, that they would raise a daughter like this. Now, I don't think we've heard anything about Malia, so maybe she's turned out good. She's a couple years older. But again, as I said, this is just a young person doing stuff young people do. I don't think anything of it. Other than the fact, as I said, it's the stature of her parents. And again, a little bit of the hypocrisy, because we see how the Obamas are treated and how Hunter Biden's being treated relative to Trump's children. Now, granted, his kids are older, they're grown-ups and everything, but a little bit of a hypocrisy. So I think that's why people probably are calling it out if they are on the right. Oh, great. There's more. Wait, there's more. Is that her? I don't know. I don't even know what she looks like. Alright, that's enough. It amuses me that these individuals, I bet they're all pretty well-to-do. To get into Michigan, it's a pretty prestigious school academically, as far as I know. For them to get in there and yet be like this, interesting. Alright, here's the lyrics. Alright. All these N's want a FJT. Hellcat. This is a SRT. I got no skills whatsoever. She lip syncs in the clips as she and her friend take turns reciting the song's lyrics. The footage shows Sasha wearing a brown zip-up sweatshirt over a black belly-bearing top and jeans. Her hair is pulled back and she's sporting layered necklaces, rings, and long nails. Yeah, look at these gangsters. Don't they look so hard? Don't they look so tough? Look at this. Look at the face. Here's the lyrics in full if you wanted to read them. I've got this blocker software that blocks out certain words, so you can see all of that there. Give you the part 2, 3, 4 if you want to pause it and get those lyrics going for yourself. Pop the song on. The video has since been viewed more than 1.3 million times and led to Sasha's name trending on Twitter. However, users are split over the teen's choice to lip sync along to such vulgar lyrics. I'm so disappointed if Obama can't stop his daughter from being influenced by the city girls. Then it ain't really no hope for the future of black women. One person wrote, according to the US Daily Report, I can't believe she thinks rapping to those lyrics is acceptable. The future of black women is doomed. According to several Twitter users, TV host Wendy Williams also criticized the video, with one person writing, Wendy Williams talking about Sasha Obama on TikTok. She's 19. Let her live, OMG. However, many people were quick to defend the teenager, pointing out that she was simply acting her age by joining the hordes of young people rapping along to songs on TikTok. You know, I hadn't thought about it that way, honestly, what the first quote says. I'm not black, so I hadn't thought about it that way. Not a female either, but a couple people there saying that there's no future, no hope for black women. I really think that that's a hot take, like an instant reaction, but I could get that in a way, because if you have individuals, and you got to figure TikTok's probably a younger crowd, I would guess that most of the people on there, hopefully, that are doing these kind of things, rapping like this, that they're under 30, and hopefully there aren't a lot of white ones, because when you're white rapping to stuff like this, you look like an idiot. That's just coming from me as a whitey. It just doesn't look right. Like when I see white people out with rap music coming out of their cars, it just cracks me up. It just doesn't look right. Hey, I got to be harsh on my peeps. It just doesn't look right. But I get it culturally. It's a young people thing. So as I said, I would hope a lot of the people out there doing this stuff are young. She's young. I don't know what it says about the hope for a future of black women, because that's the monolith, right? That's the Joe Biden thing. You can't just assume that everybody's going to be the same. As far as I know, Malia hasn't gotten caught up in any of this stuff, so it's different. You could have two different paths there. So that's why I was saying it's just a hot take. It's up to the responsibility of the individual to go along with the kind of trash culture that exists in the music industry and on TikTok. It's trash culture. I'll just say that. I don't spend any time there. Why would I? Why would I support trash culture? But again, as I said, just to kind of wrap it up a little bit, the only reason it's a big deal is because of who she is. Other than that, I don't think anything of it. I don't think it's an indicator of how she'll grow up, because she has every white privilege afforded to somebody who has the parents that she does. White privilege. So I don't think that this is something that's going to stick with her long term. She'll have every door open for her in life that she wants. That's what college is about. You got to have some fun with it, right? And I'll emphasize this just final point. I knew who Obama was. I was able to discover who Obama was leading up to the 2008 election. The layers got stripped away if you looked close enough, the signs were there that something like this wouldn't surprise me. He and Michelle, I think their phonies, their public persona is a lot different than what they're like behind closed doors. But then again, the Bush kids had some issues. Other kids of high-level politicians have had issues as well, so this is relatively minor, I think. At least she didn't get drunk and drive a car off a bridge and leave another woman to drown. That's a positive, right? All the best, everybody. Thanks for watching. Take care.